Hello, Sparlings. Brent Sparling here, the chunky peanut butter of sports journalism. The last few weeks have been a bit challenging, to say the least. I'll admit that. Many of you have worried about my sanity, but I'm fine. I knew the risks of this job, this calling. And this week, the calling comes with the danger of Steven Seagal at an all-you-can-eat buffet. As Michigan travels to take on the University of Maryland in Maryland, the Terrapins will be bringing in a player from Delaware. A former fightin' blue hen who goes by his name, which is Joseph Vincent Flacco. Now, I can hear the scuttlebutt now. See, I told you, he's crazier, Brent is, than the person who invented the baby mop. I mean, whose mind thinks like that? Brilliant. The answer? Mine. Little Joey Flacco wanted to play at Michigan since he saw the Big Chill at 8 years old. Really, it was seeing Meg Tilly in the Big Chill at 8 years old, too young. And speaking as an 8-year-old who watched the opening of the Ark melt that closeted Nazi's face off while his big brother gave our babysitter a hickey, images matter. Little Joe was dead set on going to Michigan. But come senior year of high school, Michigan Meg Tilly wasn't calling. Joe ended up at the University of Delaware, woefully unaware that their uniforms were basically a Halloween costume. Look, Dad, I'm a Wolverine! No, son, you're a blue hen. Now all of this broke Lil Joey's heart and planted the seed for a lifetime of jealousy and hatred of the maize and blue. But Lil Joe is now Big Joe, and Big Joe gets drafted by the Baltimore Ravens, where he plays for a man by the name of Harbaugh. John, not Jim, but still a painful reminder of the Wolverines. Then the Super Bowl against Jim, a victory for Lil Joe. One would think that beating Jim Harbaugh would serve as a stand-in for beating Michigan, and Lil Joe could move on with his life. If he were a normal person. But not Crazy Joe Flacco. Loco Joe is a man on fire, full of rage, a failure until he's beaten the actual Michigan, and it eats him alive every single day. A mental disorder. So Big Disturbed Joe hops from team to team, hoping to forget. But he's caught in a never-ending loop of mediocre NFL franchises, a pigskin hobo riding the rails, including 2 different stops at both Cleveland and the Jets, enough to bring any man to his knees. The specter of Michigan still ringing in his concussed head, and thus, after 22 years of pain worse than kidney stones dipped in turpentine, Saturday is finally his chance to vanquish the pain of unrequited Meg Tilly once and for all. And now, as we know, nil rules the world. Wealthy Joe Flacco makes a sizable donation to Maryland's new nil fund, and bingo, he gets to play quarterback for one game. This game, our game. Now, the bottom line, Flacco can flat out throw the football. The guy has 18 years in the league. He's really freaking good. He has to be stopped. But I'm here in the bunker, perhaps on house arrest. Who knows? So who will stop him? One man. Wink Martindale. Not that one, the other one. Wink was the DC in Baltimore when Angry Joe was the QB. Wink knows him inside and out. Wink knows what to dial up to get to Joe, to bring out the scared little child who will collapse under pressure. Maybe the D-line whispers line from the Big Chill, or the linebackers wear Meg's leotards. I don't know, but Wink will. Wink will know how to take down Little Joe. Once again, Wolverines, you're welcome. This is Brent Sparling. Football's perfectly sane. Missing link. Wink, wink.
If you like this kind of content, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. And as always, go blue.